Hello and welcome to Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars.
Hey guys, welcome back. Be sure to check out the show notes at the bottom of this recording because I usually have a lot of cute little tidbits along the way, and you also get to follow me on Instagram at Elizabeth Magical Garden. All the information will be down below. Hi, welcome back to Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars. Guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so happy to be here. Let's just take a moment. Regardless of what is happening in life, you are here, you are breathing, you are present, and you still have time to make a difference, guys. I want to discuss why the need to be a great artist makes it hard to be an artist. I'm going to repeat that. Your need to be a great artist makes it hard to be an artist. This is a quote I came across. You guys know that I journal every single day, and I've mentioned Julia Cameron. She is a writer. I have been privileged to come across a couple of her books. She has a book called The Artist's Way. She also has a journal prompt that goes alongside with that book. This is something that I discussed in other episodes. I feel like anybody that is a creative should invest in her books. It's life-changing. I've always been a journaler. I told you guys I've been journaling. I've been journaling since I was a little girl. I believe that it's the cheapest way for therapy, personally, because you get to dump all the thoughts that you have, all the thoughts that you didn't know you had, and so forth. So be sure to check that out if you are looking for something or you're looking for a new journal. We're almost towards 2026. Can you believe it? And I feel that it's important. It's just important to really understand your thought process and so forth. But yes, let's get into this topic. So, as I mentioned, having to be a great artist doesn't allow us to be an artist. And I'm in this present state in my life where I am leveling up every single thing. And not to be cliche, because we hear about the level up, everything is leveling up. But I believe that one of the reasons why this is such a great topic, because after we have went through so many things, you find yourself in a state of evolving, you find yourself learning, and you do change into something different. And one day you look around and nothing matches. Nothing match your present state of consciousness. And pretty much this is what happened to me. Look, we can't expect to be doing the work the way we do it, especially if you're consistent. You're getting up every day. We're doing the Monday things, right? We're getting up every day. We're blessed to get up every day. We're moving our bodies. We're working out. We're doing the things. We're showing up. And when you are steadily doing these things, believe it or not, you're going to change. I did mention in the latter episode, I do believe it was 249. Guys, just go ahead and just listen to all the episodes. You're welcome in advance, right? I mentioned that doing the mundane things, researchers has mentioned your morning routine determines your tax bracket. I'm going to repeat that. Your morning routine determines your tax bracket. One of the reasons why I believe that this is the truth, because it is, you're doing things consistently, right? And when you get up every morning at the same time, you do the same things, you're moving your body, you're getting inspired, you're hitting your goals. After a while, that momentum creates a synergy that takes a life of its own, guys. I kid you not. I see it in my life. My life has changed tremendously. I remember When I turned 50, I found myself in a crossroad. I felt lost. I didn't know where I stood because let's just face it, 50 looks completely different to when our parents turned 50, right? And I just didn't know where I fit in. I didn't know, should I fit in? All of a sudden, everything I knew, everything I thought I knew, I was questioning, right? And I found myself on this physical journey where I started working out, I hired a trainer, and so forth, right? With that being said, what I realized and what I came to realize, I should say, is that nothing changed. It's just my perception. If anything, I am just in a heightened state of who I already was. A lot of times we want to demolish everything that we worked on our whole life just because we find ourselves in a different state. And that's not necessarily true. Earl Nightingale, I call him my uncle, I remember he said in one of his talks, which I believe everybody should listen to his talks because he was one of the greats to ever do it. He said, "You already have obtained, of course I'm paraphrasing, you have already obtained the things that you are working for. It's just about bridging the gap." Bridging the gap. So it's not about becoming somebody entirely different. It's about bridging the gap from where you are right now to where you want to be. And the easiest way to do that, guys, is to build momentum. Do the mundane things. Show up. If you are a writer, you should be writing every single day. If you are a producer, you should be producing something every single day. And so forth. It just goes on and on. And you might be saying, well, easy for you to say, you're not at a physical job. I have my kids. I have this. I have that. Guys, let me tell you something. I remember I was in the middle of a divorce. I was going through so many things personally. And one of my saving graces, other than my health, was me writing in my journal. And what I used to do every single day, first of all, I would show up to my job 45 minutes or an hour earlier than I needed to be because I wanted to make sure I gave myself that time back. Now, was it a sacrifice? Of course it was. Of course it was, because I had to omit sleep. And mind you, I still was getting my workout in. Guys, I was getting up 4:15 in the morning just to move my body. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So the things that I suggest to you guys, it's not because I am just in a la la land. Well, maybe a little bit. With that being said, bridging the gap to where you want to be, to where you are now, is how you get it done. Any person that has ever achieved anything, if you look at their morning routine, it's insane. And they do the same things over and over again. They're not saying, well, I have to be perfect. I have to have all the tools. I have to have all my T's crossed and all my I's dotted before I start. They started exactly where they want to be. Listen, once you make that mental shift and you say to yourself, this is it. I am this person. That person that thought this way is no longer available, right? Once you consciously make that decision in your mind, I'm a millionaire. Basically, that's it. It sounds simple, and I'm making it simple. We both know that it's not simple. We all know it's not simple, but with that being said, it really is, because consciously, once you make that conscious shift within yourself, now you have to, quote unquote, level up, which is bringing your current self up to standard. You build a different self-confidence. You no longer participate in things that does not align with your present state of mind. Notice I mentioned after you do the work for a certain amount of time, there is a synergy that happens. And next thing you know, everything around you no longer matches your current state. Guys, this is scientific. We could get woo woo, we could do the science. Either way, it's all the same. It's in the holy text. What is faith? Faith is the things hoped for, but yet not seen. We can say it in so many different ways, in so many different languages, guys. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And when I read that quote in the Artist's Way in the journal, because I would say I'm 3/4 into the journal. This is like my third one, and I just literally put another one in my Amazon. I just constantly buy the same journals because one of the things I love about her journals, and this is not sponsored, I just think that everybody should have it. Honestly, I feel like they should have it in um every high school, okay? Because sitting with yourself, with your person, you get to find out who you truly are, you know? And I just think that with the state that we're in and with the way things are going in the world, we need to check in with ourselves. It's imperative for us to do that because once you check in with yourself, you're able to check in with other people. And I just feel like the world would just be a better place. But a lot of times we cut the root out before it actually takes seed. Like it didn't even develop a root and you're already chopping down a tree because you feel like you don't have the thing, because you don't feel that you're perfect. You don't feel that you have the money. You don't think that you have the health. I mean, gosh, like how full of yourself. I mean, it's short of being a narcissistic, right? Because you're not you're playing God. You're playing God. You're putting yourself in a position where you have to have all the answers. I know for myself, when I get into those stupors, and I call it a stupor because I feel like I'm just spinning and then I wear myself out and now I'm depressed. My anxiety is going, I'm hitting, now I'm depressed because I'm like thinking, I'm trying to find all the answers for things that didn't even happen yet. Like, dude, it didn't even happen yet. And I just feel like when we get out of our way and say, you know what, I'm going to have faith in knowing that if I just show up every single day, I already made up my mind. And if I show up every single day to this thing and I breathe life into it every single day, I have faith that something is bound to happen. Something is bound to take place. And if you're not a religious person or a spiritual person or whatever you believe in, we all know that anything that you constantly touch is going to change shape. Something is going to happen. There's a wear and tear, right? The other day I was working out, guys, sidebar. I started jogging again, but now on a treadmill. And shout out to my gym because now we have new equipment. Woo, 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 woo. And we were in dire need for that. But that's a whole nother topic. I was running. I find myself getting into the same situation that I found myself in because I used to run back in the day when my knees was young, girl. Okay. And I stopped because I started having knee issues. They call it runner's knee, which I didn't, that's a term that I didn't know even exist, but it does. And I stopped. I still was working out, but if I had to be perfectly honest, running has always been my favorite go-to. So with that being said, I started running on the treadmill, doing sprints here. They say do it in intervals. So I would do walk, sprint, right, for a couple of minutes, then walk, sprint. So I do that about 3 times. But then I found my knee and I knew it was happening, so I stopped immediately before it would get worse. So what I did was I went on Amazon. Of course, Amazon is our best friend. Went on Amazon and I ordered these knee pad thingies. It changed my life. Child, I was on that treadmill like I was 25, right? But the thing is, the reason why I ran into it because I was doing it for a long time, right? So I had to find, rather than say, well, here I am again. I can't run because, my knees. I found a way around it. It was like an epiphany. Like I feel like it was God saying, okay, no, I know you love this. Go on Amazon and I'm going to direct you. And that's exactly what because you would think that I would have just brought that before, right? No, it was like something just told me, go on Amazon, click, do the research, and it was right there. Same thing with your business and anything else that you're trying to do. It's not about finding and knowing all the answers. It's about trusting when you do hit a wall, trusting that there's a window, a door that will be revealed to you. And if you think back and you look back in your life, you'll realize that any time you find yourself in a state, something of it always worked out. Maybe somebody said something, maybe somebody offered you something, maybe you woke up with a whole new outlook. Whatever the thing was, you were led out of that situation when you really needed it. So why do we feel like we have to have our ducks in order just for us to create, just for us to be on that level that we seen us? Because a lot of times people will actually go backwards, right? They'll be motivated to do the thing, and then they'll start thinking about all the reasons why they can't do the thing, and then they just don't do it. I don't know about you. I have went through that numerous of times, and I'm sure I'll go through it again. You know the difference between a person that's successful and a person that's not? The person that's successful didn't give up. That's the only difference. It's not to say that they weren't scared. If any athlete, you ask them and you listen to them talk, they went into self-doubt. They the whole time they were afraid, but they just kept doing the thing. They kept showing up, guys. They kept showing up. So the next time you're confronted with yourself, with that voice telling you you can't do it and you can't start now to do the thing because you don't have this, that, and the third, take that voice along with you. Say, okay, you know what? I know. I agree with you, but we're still moving forward. Oh, I can't stop smoking cigarettes or whatever. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I can't stop. I can't stop hanging out with my friend. I can't stop shopping. Whatever that vice is, take that voice along with you and still cross those days out of your calendar. You can. If you say you can, it's believed to say if you say you can, you can. If you say you can't, you can't. As simple as that. Guys, be sure to check all the links down below because I have some goodies for you guys that is going to be available, guys. I'm so excited because this is a long time coming, right? I've been talking about it. I've been saying that I'm going to have a couple of things, so many things I should say, offered for you guys. I thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm so excited to say that these things are going to be available to you. So be sure to sign up to my email list so you be privy of all the things I have coming up, as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel at Elizabeth Magical Garden Podcast, as well as subscribe to my vlog channel. It goes live every single Wednesday, guys. It's just a behind the scene. It's my diary, okay? Be down with your girl. If you want to go deeper with me, be sure to head on over to Elizabeth Magical Garden. That is my website, just in case you didn't know. All the links will be down below. Guys, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered. Peace.
Hey guys, leave a comment, a review, preferably 5 stars. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram because what is popping over there. And also check out my YouTube channel to stay connected and see your girl's lovely face. Guys, I love you so much. Keep on pushing, and I'll definitely speak to you soon. Be blessed.